What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash because it's rare where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. We are in week 10 in the NFL, and we were talking Ravens and Steelers today. Steelers are the home team, home underdogs, so +3 at home. Totals at 48.5. Both teams good record this season. Baltimore 7-3, Steelers 7-2. We have the head-to-head matchup leans Steelers. In the last 10, we have the Steelers winning 7 out of 10, with Baltimore winning back in December of 22, 16-14, back December of 2019, 20-10, and back in October of 2019, 23-26 in overtime. So most of these matchups have been Steelers. Apparently Lamar has only played 4 or 5 times against the Steelers in his career. He sat out a lot of these games. They're division rivals, so when they play like the last game of the season and one team is far and away going to make the playoffs and the other one isn't, it's a meaningless game. Lamar probably sits out those, or it's been the injuries that he's had earlier in his career. So he really has only played for 4 or so games. I think he's 1-4, 1-3 in those games. But this is a different year, different team. I think that, first of all, they're 3-7 to the under when they play together. So with a total at 48, they've never had except for that overtime game back in 2019, they've never, ever touched 40. Once in 2020. November 1st, 2020, they had a 28-24 Steelers win. Then I said October 6th, 2019, they have a 26-23 overtime. Those are the only 2 times in the last 10 games that they've reached 40 points or more. So, got a total of 48 in this game. Let's automatically go under. The defenses for both teams are pretty stout. Now, the only problem is with the Baltimore Ravens, they have an issue with their secondary. So while Pittsburgh's run D is good, and they got some good linebackers, we know that Lamar has way too many weapons to be held completely down. So if everything is covered downfield, we know he's going to take off. If Derrick Henry is getting stopped all the time, we're going to get some fakes, and he's going to take off the other way. I think some short passes over the linebackers. I think that's where he's going to live. I don't know if the run game will really be there. I think some short screens, I think we'll be able to take advantage of those type of things. On the other side, I think it's going to be long passes for Russ. So I think Baltimore's going to get hit in their secondary with all those little teardrop passes that Russ likes to do. And I think it's going to be a back and forth game with the weaknesses of their defenses. So while Pittsburgh doesn't have too many weaknesses, they do have a couple holes in their defensive line on the opposite side of T.J. Watt. That defensive end is out. Highsmith is out. So even in those games where teams were able to hold down Baltimore's run game, Baltimore still won far and away those games. Denver and Cincinnati were able to hold the run, and they still beat Denver 41-10, and they beat Cincinnati 35-34. So, they're still finding ways to win games no matter what you're not allowing them to do. And I think there's a good chance that they win this one. But I like the under, and I like the points. So I will take the points with the Steelers +3 in a divisional game, and I'll take the under 48.5. So that's going to be my pick for this one. Go ahead and lock that in. Let's get this money, and we'll be back tomorrow to talk some more sports.